Um, Camp is wrapping up. We've hit game week. Just give me, before we get into this week and the prep for Furman, how has camp gone for your team, and what have you liked about the way your guys have performed?
No, thanks, Rob. As all the coaches before me have probably talked about the grit and the grind of a training camp. I've been involved with several of them now, but I thought particularly that our guys did a really good job of competing. The transition when you have new guys that come into your program, they stay during the summer, and then you get into training camp, and there's a lot of carryover in terms of the things that they've learned, the transition of the transfer portal guys, the transition of the high school kids that are here now that have an opportunity to play, and then just the opportunities that our older guys that have been here in the program have taken the things that they've learned and added the leadership qualities to it and kind of created a really good culture and atmosphere here now. One of the best that I've been around since I've been here with the total team being involved in a commitment of doing the best, holding each other accountable. So it's been really neat. So and then you go through camp and you hope there's guys that can stay up on their feet and limit any injuries or anything like that. So knock on wood, we were able to come out of camp, although physical and aggressive, we're able to come out of it with guys with more healthy bodies than normally sometimes what doesn't occur. But feel really good about where we are, what we've done, and the process of moving forward to competitive games.
First question this morning from Marty O'Brien. Good morning, Marty.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
Coach, you lost, two of the, program legends in, Malachi Emo and Bronson Yoder. Also Mathis, who are some of the guys we can look for to take up those carries in the run game this week against Furman.
Yeah, Marty, you're right. You're a household name. 6-year guys and great individuals, great players for us. But one of the things you have to address, whether it's through recruiting or whether it's through the portal, is trying to find guys that are ball in hand guys. And obviously, your running backs and wide receivers, quarterback, they're critical to the development and the production of your offense. And so, other than the guys that we do have coming back, Josh Miller, Jordan Whitelaw, guys that have been around in the program, we also went out and got Tariq Sims, who is with the transfer portal from ODU running back. Rashad Raymond was in the transfer portal, was at BMI, and then he's at our place now. And so, you add to the element of two experienced guys that have been in games and been successful, and you add to the opportunity for the guys that are offensive line. There's the guys that are playing offensive line. 5 of them they've started in games for us, and so you try to add the skill set to the things that you do have. We have an experienced offensive line, and then you can control the run game with the talent that you have. And then Coach October has done a really good job of mixing and morphing in the passing game, the running game, the play action passes, and all those things that can speak to the skill set of who we have. And so I think the running back position, 2 guys you brought in, but also some of the kids that have been here in the program will have opportunities to play as well.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Next question, Mike. John O'Connor. Good morning, John.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Can I take that a step further? And you have a new offensive coordinator and Coach October, and a new quarterbacks coach and Coach Randall, and a new offensive line coach transitioned from another part of your staff, Coach Armstrong. Just wonder if you feel like it's a reinvention of your offense, given all the firepower and coaches you lost. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, John. I look at it as an opportunity to take the experience that Coach October brings, having been a play caller in the CFL at UR and our place now, and then take the talent and the skill set that we have here and infuse it in ways that can allow our playmakers to make plays through getting the ball in their hands, through formations, through shifts, motions, through whatever it is. And that's part of the offensive keys in terms of extending the ball down the field. And the transition of having a new quarterback coach like Brian Randall, who's played at the highest level. I think he's, again, one of the best additions that we've had because A guy that's played at the high level, was 2004, I believe, the ACC Player of the Year at that position. So he leads credence to that quarterback room, and there's some good players we have in that room. Jack Armstrong was obviously the tight ends coach and run game coordinator, and worked well with Coach Acatelli when he's here. And when he moved on, Jack was a no-brainer for me to include as far as the offensive line coach. And so it's been the synergy and the way guys have worked together, even with the new staff that has come in. Mike Maloney is now the new tight ends coach. But with those new guys coming in, with the experiences that they've had, with the players that we have, it's been a highly productive, training camp for us. And I think we're excited about the opportunities that are out there. But you got to play your games to see how things are going. And this first game coming up against Furman is what we're looking forward to.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Sean.
Got a follow up from Marty. Go ahead, Marty.
Coach, the Furman game last year was, one of the most exciting of the season. And their quarterback had a pretty good game, particularly a good first half. Talk about what impresses you and concerns you about him and about Furman as a team.
Yeah, Furman, SoCon team, very, very good, very tough. Coach Hendricks has done a really great job there. I think he's been 9 years there. They return about 14 starters. The quarterback is a guy that can throw the ball really, really well. Us having played against them was something that that he has a skill set to throw the underneath ball, but also he can throw it deep. They've you look at the statistics that they've had. Last season they threw for a lot of yardage, and now that we'll find out as you infuse your transfer portal guys in the positions that they're at. We'll find out some of the weapons I'm quite sure that they'll be utilizing as well. The same with us, but very good offensive team. Quarterback, very, very good player. Has a leading running back returning, one of their top receivers returning. And we're playing in South Carolina at 2:00 on a Saturday. So that'll be interesting. But, we practice in all kind of conditions and weather. But we're looking forward to the challenge of what a really good football team is going to bring to us.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Mike, we talked a few weeks ago during the media day about Tyler Hughes taking over as your quarterback. And while he's got to replace a 4-year guy in Darius, he was able to get some playing time a year ago. How much do you think that will benefit him going into Saturday?
Yeah, Rob, you look at a guy like Ty, you look at a guy that's been around, that was the second quarterback. Normally those guys leave and they go somewhere else. He stayed, stuck around, even with the quarterback switch that we have. And then knowing that the guy like Brian Randall can come in and help him take his game to a whole nother level. And he's demonstrated that, in practices. Noah Brannick has done a really good job as well. But Ty is really taking the coaching and the experience of having been a guy in a room for 4 years and say, listen, I want to learn every aspect so I can become not just with his legs, with his arm, with his mind. And that's been really, really, really good for him. And it's going to be really, really good for us because he can throw it, he can run it, he can attack the edge, he can, all the different things that you want a quarterback to have, particularly football IQ and that knowledge of what's going on up front with the protections and all those things. He's done a really good job of being a student of the game. And when you have Coach October and Coach Randall also being in the room, helping him grow and develop, they've developed the quarterbacks in that room that Coach Randall has to a high level.
Before I let you go, you've talked about the strength of Furman and the challenges they present, but what's the biggest thing you want to see from your team on Saturday?
Yeah, I want to see the competitive nature that we've shown throughout the training camp. I mean, we have guys that again, with 32 new guys. So with 32 new guys, you want to make sure that your culture is the same, but also you can rise to a level of getting back to an opportunity to play in the playoffs. You have to win games. You have to be competitive. You have to think that you can do it. The mission is possible in terms of what you want to accomplish. And so the maturity we have in a guy like Luke Banbury, an all-conference linebacker for us, Jordan McDonald, who's going to be an outside rusher for us, has looked phenomenal in practice. The guys up front, Dav D'Annunzio and Ty Gordon, all those guys, Jalen Jones. So the mindset is let's go, but the first game counts towards the opportunities realize any of your goals and your opportunities as the season goes on. So again, Rob, excited for the opportunity as a team is, and we look forward to talking again next week how things went.
All right, Mike. Thanks so much.